quick. If everybody can come on in. You know, this often happens. That's why they don't let me. That's why they don't let me go first downstairs, because I try to take over the show. But since I'm in my house, I want to do is just before we get started, since I know he has to go back downstairs. Our council chair, Derek L. Davis.
Oh my goodness! Thank you, Mr. County Executive. And it is a rare occasion that we are up here together to have such a great opportunity in Prince George's County to be blessed with service. And that's truly what it is. We have two Prince Georgians, born and raiseders, as I call them downstairs. And I think you might have heard Ms. Tolles, Ms. Harris, and myself, and Ms. Lehman exclaimed that fraternity, sorority, or that group of people who are born and raised in Prince George's County are just awfully proud when we have folks who come from that flock who aspire to service to a level of the highest attainment. Chief Stawinski is going to be one heck of a chief to work with. And Gigi Whittington, I know you're going to be one heck of an administrator and a great inspiration to generations of young ladies across this country, generations of Prince Georgians across this Prince George's County. We'll be about 485 square miles, of which we can all be very proud of. Hank and I had the opportunity over the last several years to really sit down and look at what we can do, Prince George's County, by the numbers, to make sure that we take care of each and every one of our citizens from 8 to 80. And I believe that the cadre of folks that are assigned to our police force and the citizens of Prince George's County are in for the greatest opportunity moving forward that we could ever aspire to. So I'm going to depart and go back downstairs and do what the council does on days like this, and I'm going to leave to Mr. County Executive Baker all of our support with regard to ensuring that we take care of the health, safety, and welfare of Prince George's County, and that we are a glowing example of what it takes to be great in this region. So thank you for your service. Thank you all for the opportunity just to say hi.
Good afternoon, everyone. As someone always says, this is a great day in Prince George's County. We are very excited and happy that you all could join us. And without further ado, we are going to bring Miss Whittington and her family up so that she can get sworn in.
Well, Gigi's coming up. Let me just say, come on, stand here, Gigi. Let me just say a couple of words. Since we're going to swear her in first. You get everything ready?
Yep.
This is how it's really running this administration. You know what? Rather than doing that, what I'm going to do is on this one is ask the person we just elevated up to the 5th floor, who's having an exciting time, and he's wondering why he waited so long. He's like, man, that's the best job I've ever had. Forget being police chief, Hank. Have to listen to the rants and ravings of Richard Baker all day. But if we can, the man who's led us in public safety, in our police department over these last 5 years and has done a great job, my good friend, Mark McGall, come on up and say some. I'm going to have you say some words about Gigi.
Okay. Absolutely.
All right, proud Papa.
Yeah. It's funny, when we were before the committee, Gigi was up testifying, and I'm sitting like 3 rows back, and Miss Lehman stopped the committee. And she goes, Chief McGall, you're grinning like a proud grandfather. And, and I didn't realize I was. And, with Hank and with Gigi, we grew up together on the police department. Both of them stepped into critical roles when I was chief of police, had the fortunate, opportunity to become the chief. These guys played a tremendous role in the success we had over the last 4 years, 5 years. And, leading is about putting good people around you. So, when I left on the last day, that Friday, walking out, Gigi and I kind of walked out together, and we both looked at each other like, really? This is really? But there was a comfort in knowing Hank had the police department, and the command staff that's here has all been groomed to step up to the next step. public safety across the board, from the fire department, corrections, Homeland Security, police department, no one does it better than us, and we're only going to get better. And it's because of the leadership of these two individuals and the other command staff that's in the room. We have a lot to be proud of. You know, it's great when you have your own success, and there's a certain amount of pride with that. But I'm telling you, the bigger sense of pride for me is seeing the accomplishments of these two stepping up to the next level and willingly doing it and being more than prepared to do it. And we'll do it better than I ever did it. And we're only going to get better and move forward and continuously take care of this county like nowhere else in the country. So it's been my honor. And when Mr. Baker asked me to take this job, I knew that this job was open for Gigi. And Homeland Security is such a critical point. And I asked, you know, we had a conversation about who would fit there. And when Gigi, when we asked her, it was a short turnaround. I said, Gigi, I need you to do this for me. Just do it for me. Because I needed someone I trusted, someone who had the skills, I knew had the skills to be able to do this job. And thank you for stepping up and you know, with everything you have on your shoulders with the kids and with everything, you know, getting your master's degree, all those things. And Curtis, thank you for allowing her to do this. Yeah. But for me personally, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Why don't we get us swearing in, and then we'll have Gigi say a few words. Mr. Clerk, you want to come swear us in?
Sure.
Miguel, you going to give us a story?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Mr. Clerk, you know where I'd like you right over here?
Yes.
I'm going to have you stand right here facing the clerk. He's going to come right to the side. And is there anyone in particular you'd like to have hold the Bible? So I'm going to have you stand right in the middle, holding the Bible.
I feel you, man.
Young lady, can I get you to
They used to be that way. Now they don't want to go anywhere with me. But I'm loving the movies. All right, heels and feet, right?
So you're going to raise your right hand, place your left hand on the Bible. Once I say I, you're going to state your name, and then you're going to begin to repeat after me. I
Gevonia Gigi Whittington,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I'll support the Constitution of the United States,
that I'll support the Constitution of the United States,
and that I'll be faithful
and that I'll be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will
and that I will
support the Charter
support the Charter
and laws
and laws
of Prince George's County,
of Prince George's County,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of
execute the office of
Director of Homeland Security
Director of Homeland Security
for Prince George's County,
for Prince George's County,
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws
and laws
of this state,
of this state,
and the Charter
and the Charter
and laws
and laws
of Prince George's County.
of Prince George's County.
Congratulations.
Right here, I'm going to let you come aside. I'm going to say a few words, and we're going to have you speak. You're going to come on this side. Where is a clerk? You want to say?
Sign right here
Okay.
and right here.
While Gigi's signing that, I just want to say, she's so thrilled to have this job.
I got one.
When that snowstorm came, she said, Mr. Baker, you are the man. You know we're going to get this crisis. I'm going to have to spend the night in this new center. I said, just for you, sweetie. We want to. I told you it's going to be easy. That's what I aim to please. When I tell people they're coming to work for me, I said, listen, it's going to be a piece of cake. But no, it just emphasized why we sought her and we wanted her to take over this agency. We know that her skill and her judgment is going to help us move forward in Prince George's County, but it's also going to send a message to the rest of the region and the rest of the nation on how we promote our own and what you can and cannot do. There's no barriers out there. And if you ever think there are, just call up Gigi and ask her. She's wanted by all of us, you know. Hank Stawinski said, don't take her. I said, you know, let me just think. You want her, I want her. I think I win. No, but we both agreed that, the real winner is the county. It's having very good quality people who are willing to sacrifice time with their families to do the jobs that many of our residents don't see them doing, but makes a difference in their life. And that is why I'm so pleased that she's agreed to do that. Gigi Whittington.
Thank you, County Executive. You all heard the story downstairs, so I'll be pretty brief. I just want to thank everybody for taking time out of their schedules to come out and support me. This is really important. Thanks to my family. My mom couldn't be here today because she's ill, but I know she's here in spirit. So I just appreciate it. And Mr. Baker was right. The snowstorm came, and I'll just share one quick story with you. Sleeping there over the weekend, we had the new automatic lights in the new building, and those of us who would sleep with locked doors were awakened in the middle of the night when you decide to turn over. So, being as though a couple of us are still armed, we weren't sure if we had intruders or not. But it was an experience, and I'm kind of glad that the snowstorm happened when it did, because the building opened in September, and it gave us the opportunity to, while it's still under the temporary occupancy, to find out some areas that need to be changed already. So it was a good experience for us, and I'm looking forward to not more snow. I'm just looking forward to more opportunities, and we are going to place the Office of Homeland Security on the map. We're already there. Oh, my husband, Curtis. My daughter, Sinai. And my son, Ian. And they missed me, but they understand the importance of the job, and they've supported me throughout my career, even on the police department. So it's not new to them that mommy might have to keep a crazy schedule. So I miss the police department already, but I know that Chief Stawinski and I will continue our relationship, and if he needs anything, I'm right around the corner. He probably can run over there. And likewise, if I need anything with the police department, I'm pretty sure that he and the command staff will accept me with open arms and help me out. So it's just good to have that type of relationship. So I appreciate it. And thanks, everybody, for coming out.
Okay, so we are now going to have Chief Henry P. Stawinski III be sworn in. You come up with your family.
You can leave that. While we're bringing everyone up, let me just say this. I hope everyone got a chance to see my very nice socks. They're Abraham Lincoln.
You're not going to get out of here. You know that, right?
I wore them especially for Chief Stawinski. I know he's a big fan, as I am, of Abraham Lincoln, and I know he's going to do a great job, and we're really excited. So once we swear the new chief in, we're going to have a few words for him.
Raise your right hand, place your left hand on the Bible. Once I say I, you're going to state your name and then repeat after me.
I, Henry Peter Stawinski III,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and that I'll be faithful
and that I'll be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland
to the state of Maryland
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof.
and laws thereof,
And that I'll support the Charter
and that I will support the Charter
and laws
and laws
of Prince George's County.
of Prince George's County,
And that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill
to the best of my skill
and judgment,
and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of
execute the office of
Chief of Police for Prince George's County
Chief of Police for Prince George's County,
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws
and laws
of this state,
of this state,
and the Charter
and the Charter
and laws
and laws
of Prince George's County.
of Prince George's County.
Congratulations.
Right on the end. Everyone go this way for me real quick.
The real star of the show.
There you go. There you go. All right, everyone, we're looking this way for me, please. Let's go on 3 here. 1, 2, and 3. One more, please. 1, 2, and 3. Let's hold those spots for me. Everyone got it? Thank you. Oh, one more, sorry. All right, thank you, guys. Congratulations.
All right. It's great for me to to be able to do this. Our brand new police chief, Hank Stawinski.
I said downstairs that if you look at your life, you find in the final analysis that it all comes down to a few moments, and this is one of them. I want to thank the county executive for placing his trust in me. I want to thank the command staff for being here of the department that we all love. I want to thank God for this opportunity. It's a tremendous privilege to be asked to lead the safety efforts of your home. And this is home for me. My mom, my wife Michelle, my daughter Alexandra, for whom I work so that we can ensure a better future for all of us in Prince George's County. And in the words of Mr. Lincoln, no personal significance or insignificance can spare one or another of us. So we must ensure that we police justly and represent our community well. That's our sacred obligation. And that undertaking, which I now eagerly will embark upon. To Gigi, congratulations. 1,725 of your closest friends are there at your beck and call. You know that. And we'll do this like we've done everything for the last several years. We'll do it together. And to the 16th Chief of Police for Prince George's County, my unending gratitude for your leadership, your mentorship, and I know what you said at the conclusion of that meeting in a cell phone store almost 20 years ago. Who was that guy? If anybody had known, this is where we would end up. Thank you all.